Hello, DJTMNT here, and today we have a new review for Tales of the TMNT. So we have here Shellspin Leo. This is the last set of turtles, the bootleg 2-pack ones that come with the winter turtles and the bootleg ones. Like those, I think aren't even available anymore. So sadly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to complete them. All I've gotten from that line was Chrome Dome. So sadly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to complete it. I'll try to find them secondhand, maybe online, maybe at thrift stores. We'll see if they're available, but because online they are expensive. Like resellers just have. I'm not trying to mess with that, but other than the next wave of Toka, Lazar, Scaletail, and Anthrax, those are like the last ones. So after I find, because now all we need to do is get Shellspin Donnie, and then I have the two head dropping turtles, so I might get Donnie after that. But other than that, after him, I really just need to get that last wave. And if I find anything else, like any other figure, like I don't have the Mute Mayhem Genghis Frog, but I have the one from the show, the mix and match one. So if I find that eventually, but really the only one I'm really looking for now is this one and then the new wave. But so you can see the same like all the others, and each time I keep getting each one and I keep noticing different things and similar things. So we're gonna open them up and see if that's different. Now I was gonna kind of keep them sealed because I want to have like at least one. Because again, he's similar, so I really didn't want to open it. But there's two things. One, the bubble kind of got messed up. You can see it's a little bit different. This one kind of got pushed in. And then what really I noticed is that there's a little crease right here. I put it in my Easter basket, so it kind of got messed up, but I'll just open it. If these get clearance eventually, I bet they will, so I'll find one and keep it. Other than that, let's get it open. Alright, so here he is out. So a few things first. The zip ties on all the Shellspin turtles aren't like the other zip ties we've seen from other figures, like the plastic. These are more like the ones we usually get are like soft plastic, like rubber bands. These are more pliable. They're more plasticky. They're posable, really. So if you want, if you really, I tried to use the scissors. It was a little hard, so I didn't use the scissors. I just like my own hands. I just tried taking it out. And you can do that. You don't really need scissors, really. I like the head sculpt first off. That head sculpt is cool. I'm gonna miss Playmates, dude. They made great figures. There's things they haven't really gotten right, like some of their paint hasn't been the best, maybe they messed up on articulation, maybe didn't give enough, but I love these. I grew up with them. I love it, Just spin them around. It works just as simple as the others. And one thing I really want is like, I like this one, so we're gonna compare them real quick. They're the same ones, really. The Shellspin figures are based off of the mix and match figures, so they have a lot of similarities. So first off, their heads are kind of similar, but the main differences are the their belts. So you can tell they both have the, you can't really see it, but the blue L on their logo, on their belt. They have similar straps. This one has a little bit more detail. Again, just like Mikey, there's a little silver part that has not been painted. They did paint that on Raph's, but they didn't on Mikey's or Leo's. I do find that interesting, but it's not a big deal. Something I was talking about with the articulation is that for Raph and Mikey, their articulation is kind of flimsy. Like, I don't like that. I don't like when it's flimsy. Let me try. You can see I just kick it back and like it's moving, like it feels too soft. Like, oh yeah, he is. Like I'm barely touching it. Like it's like this is a little bit more solid, the arms, but also I think Leo for the Shellspin turtles is the base for all their designs, because on the original mix and match Leo, you can tell that the designs for their shoulder pads and stuff is like for all of them. Like Leo's shoulder pads are for Mikey and Raph's, even though we know Mikey had different ones, because we can see he had different designs. So also I am kind of disappointed because you can see the feet wraps, like the bandages, are kind of small and are the same on all of them. But for Leo's it has some, and then it has like some like on the leg too. So it kind of goes around. It just has a little bit on these, which is disappointing, but yeah, it's okay. And then you can see, like, even for these, they have a little bit of detail, like scratch marks, and you can tell it's like a silver piece on the black knee pads. But for this, it's really just one like solid piece. It's nothing really, it doesn't have much detail, it's just painted on. I like it, but like when you compare it to these are probably cheaper to make, so they put more attention into the paint for them. But I don't know if it's something that usually happens, but for like when the card backs, the katanas are kind of packaged, they're put into the package where they're kind of folded back, right? So like when they're in the package, you can see I had it when it was in package, I noticed it, but it's kind of like they're bending the katana part, so it's kind of getting bent. And I didn't bend anything, I haven't even used them yet, but you can tell. There's like a slight bend. Or this one especially, you can tell. You can see that there's like a bend, this one's more wavy, so. And it's not supposed to be like that. And this is like soft plastic, which is why I don't like it. I want it to be like glass, so it's like, it's more plastic rather than just flimsy. I think these are for head drop and Mikey, but they're also very plasticky. These are just so bendy, and you know, the handles are pretty good. They're different. So let's compare them. So the usual katana we get is like, has this type of base. This is more of like a I don't know. This is more of like a rectangle at the bottom. This feels more like an oval base for it. So there's differences, but they're not really big differences really. In person, it's easier to see. Also, I don't know why, but like with the main one, it's like a sharper, not sharp one. Like there's barely a point to it, so like I can just compare that, and it's like you can tell the difference. This is more bent than this one because this is like in the packaging, it got messed up. These are just gonna be ones I use on the shelf, or if I use them for like stop motion or anything like that. It's probably gonna be my last Leo too. It sucks until Mutant Mayhem 2 gives us new figures from Mattel. So this is nice. I like it. I like these as they're different because I hate when Playmates just keeps giving us the same mold over and over, which is why people probably aren't gonna buy a lot of these. But it's a cool like idea. I'm just sad we never got storage shell turtles. That's like my only thing. For the sequel, we probably would have gotten some, but never happened. Maybe Mattel could do that. I mean, I don't think it's copyrighted from Playmates for them to use that gimmick. I like the sound it makes when I can spin it around. That's cool. Leo's L buckle, it's not in the center. It should be right here, but it's pushed over to the left. That's on like every newer Leo, like the Battle Arena one, the Armored Leo, and for the canceled head dropping Leo, the giant one. It was the same thing. It was supposed to be on that side. I don't know why. It's just an interesting design choice. Like you can see, like this is in the middle and this one's more to the left. Interesting design choice. Here they are with the Mutant Mayhem design, and then this is the show design. I like this one more because it gives them like the Rise movie had it, and then 2012 like the Super Shredder Turtles, they had the black pads and stuff. I like that. I wonder if they're gonna look like this for the movie because they're probably not gonna change the designs a lot. They might give them like a design out, like a different design, but like their main design is probably just gonna be like straps and armor pieces really. Those are all like the mainline versions of him. And I wanted to compare real quick, just so I can show you the comparison of the katanas. Because they all are different. Even slightly, because that had the brown paint, but it's been coming off recently. That's the tallest, this is the second tallest, and this is the third. This is the smallest one here, so. Normal, in the center, normal, and then this one's off. It's just interesting, I don't know why. Maybe it's because there's style guide, maybe there's images of Leah like that from Tales. They didn't do it with this one, I'm guessing this is like based off Mutant Mayhem. Because I think there are concept images of Mutant Mayhem where they have like the wraps and stuff. I've seen it. I think it's actually on the Mutant Mayhem card actually. Let me see. Because like it might be different actually, but let's see. I swear. No, but they go online and try to find images of them because they do have images of them like this. They just have like the straps and the shoulder pads and stuff. Or at least the white bands on their legs. I do in arms. I remember that though. It is easier to have on Leo's hand for these katana, the new ones, because you can see on here they're pretty thin. However, on these they're actually pretty thick, so Leo can have an easier grip on them. So that's how they look. So a lot easier for Leo to hold the newer ones. So I will admit, because like usually his katanas come out. These don't come out with his hands the most, but it is easier for these ones to be in his hands, so I do like that. Okay, see, this is why you guys don't. Oh, as I glaze this figure, and as I say that, his katana comes out of his hand. This is a cool pose. I like this. I might make this my thumbnail. I like this. But yeah, that is my review for Shell Spin Leonardo. He's at Walmart, Target, and if you want to get all four, there's a box set at Amazon that comes with like its own box. I was considering doing that, but I was just gonna get Shell Spin Raph. If I knew Playmates was losing the license and I was able to get it on Amazon, I probably would have gotten it, but it's fine. I like the hunt. There probably won't be a lot of toy hunts either, because like until the new wave comes out. Because there's still like new stuff coming out for Playmates, but the newest thing they've made were these Shellspin turtles at the beginning of this year, so you might get new stuff. We'll see. I just gotta get Donnie, and then maybe head drop in Laughing Donnie, but other than that, until the new stuff comes out, I'm guessing later this year sometime, like in the second half of this year, we'll see. But yeah, that is my review for Shellspin Leo, and let me know. Also at the end of this year, if I can, I'm gonna do a ranking of every figure Playmates has made for Mutant Mayhem from 2023 up to 2026. So either at the end of the year or whenever I get the last wave. So maybe the last 6 months of this year, we'll see. That's when it will probably come out. So yeah, and that's my review for Shellspin Leonardo. Until next time, DJTMNT out.